We assume Earth is the perfect home for humanity. We look at lush green valleys, sweeping grassy plains, and wide blue oceans, thinking nature is a gentle mother designed to support us. But our biology tells a very different story. Step outside of a tiny, warm slice of East Africa, and this planet is actively trying to freeze, burn, or starve you. Without clothing, housing, or fire, the vast majority of our world is instantly fatal. Look at other mammals. A brown bear has thick fur to lock in heat in the freezing winter. A blue whale is wrapped in a dense, insulating layer of blubber to survive icy ocean currents. A camel has specialized fat deposits and moisture-retaining nostrils for the desert sands. Every other species on this planet is custom-tailored to its environment. They carry their own biological protection built directly into their bodies. Now look at yourself. You have thin skin, no claws, no fangs, and absolutely no fur. You are essentially a naked ape. A dog looks at a brisk autumn morning and sees a perfect day for a walk. You look at it and need 3 layers of synthetic fibers just to check the male. Physically, you are one of the most vulnerable, fragile creatures to ever walk the earth. For millions of years, this fragility wasn't a problem because our ancestors lived exclusively in the warm, equatorial region of Africa. The ambient temperature matched our internal needs. But about 2 million years ago, our ancestors underwent a radical transition. We came down from the trees and moved onto the open savanna. To survive the baking midday heat of the open plains, we had to solve a dangerous thermoregulation problem: how to run without overheating. We evolved a unique cooling mechanism. We grew millions of eccrine sweat glands, allowing us to secrete water directly onto our skin. To make this sweating system work, we had to shed our thick body hair. Naked skin allowed the wind to evaporate the sweat and cool us down. This was our evolutionary superpower. It allowed early humans to chase down prey under a blazing sun for hours, while other predators had to rest in the shade. But that superpower came with a massive biological catch. We traded our natural fur insulation for a cooling system that only works when we are hot. The human body has a narrow thermoneutral zone. A naked human is comfortable only between 25 and 30 degrees Celsius. That is 77 to 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Outside this tiny window, our bodies must work hard to stay alive. If the temperature drops even slightly, our metabolism has to ramp up, burning precious calories just to maintain our core temperature of 37 degrees. If the temperature drops below freezing, a naked human will develop hypothermia and die in less than 3 hours. Exposure is a silent killer, and the cold is just the beginning. Consider the geography of our planet. Oceans cover 71% of the Earth's surface, and for a hairless land mammal, these vast expanses of water are immediate death zones. We cannot breathe in them, we cannot drink their water, and without blubber, we freeze to death in their currents in minutes. Deserts cover another third of the land, where the intense sun burns our exposed skin and a lack of water kills us in days. High mountains offer no oxygen. Polar ice sheets offer only freezing desolation. When you map out where a naked human can physically survive without tools, we are locked out of 99% of our own planet. So how did a hairless, clawless savanna ape manage to colonize every corner of this hostile globe? The answer is a process called niche construction. Instead of waiting for evolution to change our bodies over millions of years, we used our minds to build artificial scaffolding. We did not adapt to the cold. We invented clothing. We did not adapt to the dark. We tamed fire. We did not adapt to the wind and rain. We constructed shelters. We didn't adapt to the planet. We forced the planet to adapt to us, wrapping ourselves in artificial bubbles to survive. Wherever humans migrated, we carried a microclimate of the East African savanna with us. Once you see this, you will never look at our modern world the same way. The entire infrastructure of human civilization is a massive web of life support. Your heated home is not just a comfortable building, it is a simulated equatorial dome, keeping the cold northern winter at bay. Your heavy winter coat is not just a fashion choice, it is a portable, artificial fur coat that your biology failed to grow. Your hot shower, your electric blanket, your insulated walls, these are all life support systems. Without this continuous technological scaffolding, our civilizations would vanish in a single winter. We like to think of ourselves as the masters of the Earth, but outside of a thin band of equatorial land, we are deep space explorers on our own planet. We live inside fragile artificial bubbles, doing everything we can to keep the real Earth out. What design system or cognitive mismatch should I break down next? Drop it in the comments.